Hi Capricorn. I'm trying to get my light to turn on. It'll turn on eventually. But hi Capricorn, it is Ray. Welcome back to my channel. Happy Aquarius full moon. Today is August 9th, 2025. It's 9:17 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You are the sixth sign that I'm doing on this Saturn day. For August, the last sign of the night. The energy for you feels like peace, restoration, and forward movement. But also there's just be mindful of inhaling fumes, okay? And that's the messages I have for you. But peace and restoration are a theme. Being proud of yourself, could be accomplishing something. It could be a silent accomplishment, like a personal victory. All right, let's burn the sage. Let's cleanse the cards. Let's pray. Then I am going to get some food and rest. Okay. Woo. Thick. Some of you could be thick. Let's pray. Or if you're masculine Capricorn, you could love thick women. I'm not offended. Let's pray. God's divine source, angels, ancestors, guides, universe, thank you for allowing me to guide Capricorn placements on their August 2025 monthly reading. Thank you for allowing me to be a clear guide, clear channel, and clear vessel as I speak to them on what to expect as the month unfolds. God, please bless each and every heart and soul that taps into this energy with me whenever they are guided to do so. Allow us all to be divinely guided and divinely led. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. Thank you for divine insight. Thank you for divine foresight. Gratitude, Ashe. Okay. Gonna let that simmer down, okay? So, no, that could be significant. Someone could be very, like on their high horse, and you could just be not giving the energy attention so that they can simmer down. Also, when I said noted, we need to go back to April. So let's see what your title was in April and how it's connected to now. And it's interesting because, as I said, April, we're discussing August. It's giving AA, okay? Just saying. Capricorn. Okay. April 2025 is someone's ancestors. Hold on. I had on Selena, okay? But hold on, what is it? Someone's ancestors are about to wake something up. Woo! So, I feel like it's yours. And that could be contributing to that peace and restoration energy that I feel for you. And also, as I say, as I feel for you, I feel like your ancestors feel for you, which is why they're about to wake something up. Hi, Ellie. Welcome to the family. All right, let's get started. Okay. Work with. Why is the name escaping me? Hold on. This is why I be taking a photo because I be forgetting. Hold on. This crystal. Hold on. It's on the tip of my tongue. Bloodstone. Okay. Yeah, so bloodstone connects to the earth elements. We'll see if it's in my book. It's in front of me. The root chakra, where I got it from, the description is strength, courage brings spirituality into everyday life. Purification and vitality strengthens the blood within the bone marrow. So if someone you know is struggling with bone marrow, get them some bloodstone. If it's you, bloodstone. Let's see what the book says. Okay. So purification, protection, and courage. It's connected to the sacral chakra, root chakra, as mentioned, the earth chakra, and the higher earth, okay? Bloodstone is a great detoxifier. It purifies both physically and emotionally. Perhaps because of the mythology of its origin, which we'll read in a minute, it's also known as a stone of courage and sacrifice. If you're faced with a challenge, it can give you the determination and strength to face it. Bloodstone is deeply grounding, but also has an element of mysticism. It brings these two worlds together so that both your inner spiritual quest and the elements of your higher self can manifest in daily life, kind of as read before. This stone also offers protection and can be wonderfully revitalizing if you're feeling mentally, emotionally, or physically exhausted. Healers believe it boosts immunity and is beneficial for any blood-related ailments, okay? Legend has it that bloodstone was formed. Damn, I didn't know this. But legend has that, hold on. Legend has it that bloodstone was formed at the crucifixion of Christ when drops of his blood hit green jasper. Deep shit. So for personal use, if you're feeling embattled, use bloodstone to recharge and access the wisdom you need to stand up for yourself. For your home, it can protect, revitalize, and ground the energy of the space. For work, its grounding and energizing properties make it a great stone for sustaining creativity, okay? Okay, maybe get you some bloodstone. That's what it looks like. Okay. All right, Charlie. All right. God bless you, Marcus. Okay, let's pray. I was about to say, let's pray. We just prayed. So, if you do pray, believe in the words that you speak throughout prayer. I hear your words hold meaning. All right, Capricorn, August. Baby, I'm gonna sleep like a baby tonight. You may want to also invest in selenite, okay? Because I keep focusing on this selenite bracelet that I have on. I'm not going to read selenite, but invest in some selenite, okay? All right, the cards are starting to come out. First card you have is clarity, okay? But whatever clarity is coming in, it's putting a smile on your face because he's definitely smiling. Again, the ancestors, honey, I feel like they're about to be smiling. You see the scales in his hand. This is the staff, okay? Protection, but clarity. Feels like, again, you're the sixth sign I'm doing today and the last sign, but it feels like we're going to end on a good note, or something for you is going to end on a high note. Yeah, the truth. And then beyond your ancestors. So let's just see what your ancestors are about to wake up. Yeah, revolution, shall we? This could be something within you. I really have no idea what that reading was about, but just the energy I'm reading on right now and what is to come. It does feel like something within you is waking up. You know how like when people have trust funds and then they have to reach a certain age before they're able to have access to it, and a lot of times they don't, well, sometimes they know, other times they don't, or if like someone sets some shit aside for you, like when you turn a certain age you could get this, but you never knew. It's like something like that. Like that's the best way I could compare it for how I see it. Okay, moving on. Capricorn, you have healing, upright, unconditional love, and reverse. Hold on. You have the equalizer, your highest self, freedom. I love it. cloud meditation in reverse, which is iterating clarity. You're very, a lot of decisions are being made. A lot of decisions are being made. Like as choices are presented to you, it feels like you're just at a time where you're very, very clear with this clarity about what you want, what makes you feel chained and anchored, what makes you feel free, what is healing to you, what is hurting to you, what elevates you, what pulls you down. Again, that anchored energy. But I just feel like you're very clear. It also feels like an energetic clearance is happening as well. And I don't mean clearance as in, you know, something's on sale to get rid of it. But no, there is a clearing happening. Okay. Why is unconditional love in reverse? Because it is the blueprint. But it's in reverse. Everything else outside of cloud meditation is upright. Revolution. So, okay. You're very clear on what you want, right? However, the reasons why you want certain things are changing, okay? Now, with unconditional love, the blueprint being in reverse, again, I just want to iterate, be mindful of the fumes that you're inhaling. Like, that's very loud. But with sorcery revolution, first of all, side note, some of you really need to, you need you need to incorporate mullein leaf for your lungs need to be detoxified. That could be contributing to that AA energy as well, especially if you're a smoker. Moving on. But yeah, the reasons as to why you want certain things are changing. And with revolution, you are definitely ascending in some aspect of your life with the equalizer being here. Now, we know the equalizer energy is where justice does not prevail. The equalizer prevails justice. But in this situation, it is your ancestors, okay? But it feels like, again, something had to be achieved first. Like a milestone had to be accomplished first. I don't know what this is for you personally. You know, it could just be showing up the way that you say you're going to show up. It could be honoring, you know, your commitments. It could be fucking choosing responsibilities over wants, you know, changing your priorities. I don't know. It could be anything. You could have freed yourself from a situation and finally walked away. I don't know what it is for you personally, okay? However, the reason of this change is very unique because it's connected to this clarity and healing energy. But with revolution as well, I do feel like your foundations are changing. But again, if it with equalizer, something is it definitely feels like it's being stabilized for sure. What is unstable is being stabilized, and what's contributing to the instability is being brought to your awareness for clarity for you as well. I feel like it took us a while to get there. Okay, but yeah, something, this could have been a long time throat chakra coming for you. Some of you, it's like you had to learn how to speak. And when I say learn how to speak, again, y'all are grown as fuck, I know. But truly, like, the tongue is a sword of life or death. So when learning how to speak, you know, being mindful of the words that you're speaking. This has nothing to do with tone. It has to do with mindfulness and the words that are spells that you are speaking. What you're spelling out to the universe, you know, with your tongue. Keys to freedom. Okay. Now with this freedom energy here, I do feel like this is for some of you, it's like you freed your bloodline for something, from something. Did I say from something? Okay. For others of you, it's like you you were able to, the best way I can say this is you did something here in this physical plane, okay, but it helped free your ancestors from something so that they could transition to wherever the fuck they need to go, okay? I don't know. It's connected in different parts. And for some, it's connected both ways. But it's like what I'm speaking about with this highest self is really above your psyche. But if you pick up what I'm putting down, and you pick up what I'm putting down, okay? Clarity. All right. All right. Let's repull. It's not as, something's not as complicated as it seems either, or either, whichever way that you say it. Food meditation, I can. Great diviner in reverse. Something in your diet needs to change. Going back to the energy of the bloodstone, I feel like this is a time to get into your blood type, and the diet that's aligned with your blood type will do you well, especially with winter coming, and you are winter. You start winter rather. Yeah, accountability, baby. Me as a Leo is telling you, get into that blood type, okay? And I feel like this is very important because you may think with this food meditation, this is health. Health is wealth, right? But it's like something that you may think is healthy for you, it's unhealthy for your blood. I'm not a doctor. I'm just intuitively speaking, okay? And I feel like this is being confirmed with Great Diviner in reverse, okay? You would want this to be upright, but with it being in reverse, something is contributing to an energetic blockage, but it's something that you're consuming. And this is going back to that AA. Yes, AA stands for alcohol awareness, but it does not have to specifically be alcohol. It could be. But that's not the point I'm trying to make, okay? Okay. It could be anything. Could be a snack, could be a juice, could be anything, could be an ingredient, you know. Some of you, it would do you well to get an allergy test as well. I don't know. But wizard balance, that's what I'm speaking out. All right, what else with this for Capricorn? You have dense portal, let go, and Agbe bliss, which is all connected to freedom. But freedom for you is connected to an abundance of something else. But with accountability being here, that is saying owning responsibility to where you contributed to whatever experience. And then that accountability assists with restoring balance. And it also helps, like, I don't know, this is giving me unlocking a door that you didn't even know needed to be unlocked through this changed action, whatever that changed action is for you, or that's about to happen for you. For some of you, you could be initiating something in Virgo season specifically, or you could have started in Leo season, or you could have started with the 8-8 portal. I don't know, but that is part of Leo season. And yeah, I just looked down and saw the lions. A lot of lion energy here. So who is this, Capricorn? Why is Leo loud with Capricorn right now? Pay attention. Solitude. Solitude in reverse. Universal one is transcend. So clarity is coming in Leo season. There could be a reconnection of some sort. If it's not, it could be with a child. It could be with an adult. It's something. But whatever transcendence is happening in regards to you and your ancestors, it's beginning in Leo season, okay? For sure. There's someone's help that you could use right now with pay attention and solitude in reverse. That could definitely help you transcend, because this is a figure 8, and this skull, Leo energy, could also represent Scorpio, because Scorpio is the 8th house. Um, or it could represent August as well. But there is someone that could help you. Or this could be, I don't know, someone that you look up to. They don't have to be that, you know, a Leo, but I hear that they just carry the energy of a boss, you know, of a leader. Mami Wada memory. Feels like someone that never listened is starting to listen. Someone that chose to never take someone's advice is finally starting to take their advice with memory. This also is giving me a lot of full circle moments happening as well that you need to pay attention to when it comes to other people. And pay attention to these full circle moments, because they're assisting in providing clarity on possibly things that you may need to heal to manifest more quickly. Okay? And this could involve you having, it's like you may have taken accountability, but I just feel like there's more being brought up to the surface about something for you to balance out. But it's definitely giving like easy breezy. Like it's not something you need to break a sweat over or stress about. Not at all. It's more so like when our opportunities present themselves to handle shit, handle it. Don't put it to the wayside, basically. Like, take care of it, you know? Anything else? But bliss trust. So you're definitely trying to, what? You're definitely starting to trust the advice. And it's also, you're moving from an energy of trying into doing as well, okay? Okay. What's happening in the life of Capricorn in August? I've been trying to drink this. It's been my intent for 20 minutes. Hold on. Capricorn. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. 8 of Pentacles upright. So the 8 of Pentacles fell on top of my phone. So there is money to be made on your phone, okay? You have 8 here, the 8 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands. Quick money too. I don't know. Let's keep pulling. Capricorn. So currently you're dissatisfied with the direction that something is moving in your current life. But the way I just said that, there's a need to really just enjoy the present moment. Okay? Yeah. Someone's studying your body language at this time. I don't know who. but they are. It's like what you don't say, they're reading through your body language. So this is someone you're physically around. Or if it's like if you live alone and you work from home, because some of you could work from home with the Eight of Pentacles being here. Like when you go out, like I don't know, when you go out, Eight of Wands, someone's peeping you. Not to, it's not giving stalker, okay? Don't go to the extreme, please. But someone's peeping you, okay? Why is this here? Temperance, Three of Pentacles. So Temperance and the Three of Pentacles is clarifying the Nine of Wands, the Sun, in reverse, the Seven of Pentacles upright. When it comes to whatever you are energetically investing in, when it comes to work, when it comes to, you know, business, something that you're growing, there's a very strong need to do something in balance and moderation, and also to take the advice from others, okay? It could really help you. A lot of you are very stubborn. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. Some of you are very selfish. I just got to put it out there. There is a time for us all to be selfish. There is. But this is just some of you by nature. It's just who you are. You're selfish. Not all of you, though. Your home needs more life. Your room specifically needs more life and needs more love. Something's being neglected. I'm just trying to figure out what it is. Just give me a moment. But there's neglect lingering. This is also, for some, it's like being heavily focused on money is repelling it with the Sun in reverse. Because you have the Ace of Pentacles with the Seven of Pentacles. Or Three of Pentacles. Someone could be giving you advice about money that you're not taking. But what's neglected? Hell no. One at a time, please and thank you. What's being neglected? The Emperor. It's like your healing is being neglected. And that could be why things, that peace and restoration is coming in. Because it just feels like so much of yourself is being exerted. And then it's like, you know, when you have the time to pour in yourself, this is just like wanting to fucking sleep all day. You know, wanting to just lay down. I don't know. It's just, it's like, you know, now I just want, I don't have it, you know, but things are happening so you can have it. So let's just say, yeah, Ace of Wands. Let's just say, you know, when it comes to balancing multiple things, I'm not saying you don't have the ability to multitask. You do. You've been doing it, but you've been doing it in an imbalanced way, okay? Which you're not the only sign doing shit in an imbalanced way. Saying that together is a tongue twister for me. Now, you also have 7, 8, 9 here. I wanted to point that out, okay? However, so basically, in order for balance and moderation to come into play, some form of your some area of your life has to slow up. For some of you, it's money. So let's just say, you know, you work in two jobs may become one. If you have overtime, overtime may not be available. That extra output energy that is not a part of your main, I don't know, something about your main schedule, main priority, what you signed up for, that could be changing simply because this time is needed for you to pour back into you. Like, it's Queen of Cups. But it's also so Spirit can show you something with this Emperor energy and the Sun being here, because it's kind of like, you know, I'm just getting output, 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 doing, doing, doing. Schedule is scheduling. And honey, if you got kids with back to school, schedule is scheduling even more. But it's like, you know, this wouldn't happen if you cannot sustain, if you cannot maintain. But at the same time, as I was started to mention, but I kind of got swayed. But with the Emperor being here, this is more so like when things slow down in one area, you're not taking a fucking loss. Okay, I don't feel like you are able to see it as not taking a loss, which is a block, contributing to that great diviner card that you had in reverse. But it's knowing like you literally what I just said, you're not taking a loss. But in order to see it and view it as not taking a loss, there needs to be a perspective shift. For some of you, you live in a loft. Okay, that was the bar, I know. But yeah, that came up. All right. Anything else? Okay. That's us all. Let's move on. What does that mean? What does it mean when someone is becoming very witchy? Like, what does that mean? That's a real question for me to y'all, but that energy is coming up. I just don't know what it means. All right, Capricorn. The lookout slid out. The number 17 is heavy. Aquarius energy is heavy. Yes, we have the Aquarius full moon today. This could be a life-changing full moon for some of you. But you could also be seeing the number 17 a lot. Some of you could work with military time, or just when you're seeing whatever, it's something 17, something 17. I see July 17. One at a time, please. But 17 is healing energy. So no matter what, whatever is happening that you dislike, it's to create room and space for you to take care of you. Yeah, one track is on the bottom. Okay. All right, Capricorn. But please stop viewing something as a loss, because it is not. Spirit, please, I ask for one at a time, respectfully. Thank you. All right, so the lookout. Is that for me? Okay, I make sure. Because I said I asked for one respectfully, baby, views of the ego. But this is for you. Okay, so you have the lookout, views of the ego. Be mindful of your ego getting you caught up in situations that are very hard for you to get out of, okay? It's kind of like someone having to explain themselves when it could have been avoided, you know, if you were to control your temper. Some of you could be anger management. I don't know. You know what I think? So I had to go to anger management with my sister when we were teenagers, right? And I used to tap in and I didn't tap in. However, I know there's always this thing with counting, right? But really, I just feel like they should eliminate the counting and really just get into breath work, okay? That's just my personal opinion. All right, but anywho, you have the Lookout upright, Views of the Ego upright. The Ark of the Covenant is in reverse, though. That's interesting. All right, let's move on. Ark of the Covenant being in reverse is something is not protected, because the Ark of the Covenant protects and holds the Ten Commandments. Initiation and the Count Saint Germain. 14 energy, Sag. The Divine Physician, Yeshua, that's Jesus. And then you have the Architect and Loving Elementals on the bottom. So this is a separate energy. Okay, got it. So with the Lookout, Views of the Ego, the Ark of the Covenant in reverse, this is like, you know, being in the energy of, you know, when you find yourself in fucked up situations, you always have someone available to rescue you, but that person is no longer available to rescue you. It's like being cut off, you know? As an example, it's like where someone saved you from the lesson, or where you may have saved someone from the lesson, however the shoe fits. They're having to learn the lesson. Something is now unprotected. They have to learn. Also, with the Ark of the Covenant energy and the Ten Commandments, be mindful of people putting you in positions to where you are being asked to compromise your morals, your values. Feels like people are doing this in a very indirect way. Also, for the bridges or foundations that are burned, that are ending at this time, I feel like you should truly celebrate. If something is very triggering is not the word. Fuck, what is that word? Oh my God, I can't think of the word, Capricorn. Like, it's in relation to uneasy, but uneasy is not the word either, you know? Uncomfortable, it's not the word I'm looking for either. But it can relate. But it's like, you know, whatever is going up in fucking flames, like this damn boat is. And it's like your ego, what you want, how you want things to go, can be trying to save it. Okay, baby, you trying to save whatever is being destroyed leaves you unprotected, basically. Okay, that's that message. Now, moving on to this one. You have Initiation, the Count Saint Germain, the Divine Physician, and the Architect. Some of you, I'm noticing there are a lot of people going back to school. Like a lot of people, like adults going back, right? And I'm not judging, I'm just noticing, but I don't know why, okay? But it's something that's been brought to my attention. So I'm gonna go down that rabbit hole later, all right? But I've noticed that. Now you could be going back to school, or you could be YouTube University, or you could just be, you know, going to the library, books, researching, spending time at the library. I see a lot of you getting into, are they nooks? What is it called when you be out at the parks and you can just exchange the books and things? Like, some of you guys could start getting into that. Or you could be like, you know, actually looking at it for once and discovering some shit that you're interested in learning about. But either or, whatever, either or is not the correct transition phrase. But with initiation, something is beginning. Your ancestors are awakening something, okay? 14 is temperance energy. With this divine physician, yes, you are the father of the zodiac. That's what you're known as. That's what you represent. Okay? Feminine or masculine. And if you're a feminine energy, you're just very comfortable in your masculine energy. Okay? Baby, your ass go to work. Okay? You get shit done. Okay? You'll probably move some furniture if you have to. That's what I'm saying. Okay? Even if you are feminine, okay, you'll handle business if business needs to be handled. Okay? That's what I mean. You are also a representation of an angel, but you are also a representation of a rebellious angel. Okay? And with that energy of representing an angel, your opposite is Cancer, you know? So that nurturing, mothering, healing energy you carry as well. It's your opposite. Just because it's your opposite, it's your shadow, doesn't mean that energy is not a part of you, even though the people within the astrology that really are not tapped in tend to really despise their opposite, but they're their opposite for a reason. And what is despised about that energy should really, that's a reflection of shadow work. From a teacher to a student, okay? But with the architect, I do feel like there is some form of new life being created for you. With the architect, you are in the, you know, the architect is the design of they help create the design of a foundation and building or whatever is going to be built. I think I said that in the correct format. If you're an architect and I didn't, please don't come for me, okay? But there is renewal here. I feel like you're walking into a phase and a journey that is very peaceful, very restorative. But it's kind of like as you move forward, I'm seeing it as, please don't take this the wrong way, okay? But it's the best way to make the point I'm trying to make. So if you've seen, hold on, I gotta make sure I say the title right, because I give the movie a different title than the title. Leave the World Behind, is that what it's called? Because I be calling it The End of the World, but I think it's called Leave the World Behind. Okay, with Julia Roberts, shout out to Julia Roberts, she a Leo, we have the same birthday. Is that her name? Yeah. But anywho, you remember in Leave the World Behind, and at the beginning, when the people started to crash out, and it's like they were being guided and drawn to an energy. I don't know, but that's the point I'm trying to make. That being guided and drawn to an energy. I feel like you are stepping into a phase where, with that equalizer highest self that you had, your energy is elevating. Your aura is ascending and elevating. And so with that, people are drawn to that. But I'm not saying it in a possessive type of tendency like the movie, but it's more so that's the best way. It's like as you ascend and walk the path that you were always meant to walk on proudly, like the flock comes as a part of that. Does that make sense? It's like you're the shepherd, you know? Maybe I should explain it that way, being the shepherd, but either who, yeah. All right. Now, I do just feel like something very ancient is awakening within you as well. There could be informations, giving like knowing information and knowing certain truths, but never having to learn or research it too. I don't know what y'all got going on, okay? But it's very, I guess that would be witchy. I don't know what that means, but I feel like it's in correlation, okay? Let's keep it pushing. Anything else for Capricorn? All right. Capricorn, August 2025. You have deep diver, diving into a task. But going back to that school energy, you are something, you are learning something, mastering something. You are researching something. This could be when it comes to, we were talking about your blood earlier, health, I don't know. But you're going deep, okay? I hear deep in the files. Honey, y'all could really be detectives out here for some of y'all. Moon Maiden, new beginnings, fell out upright. Yeah. So deep diver, diving into a task, new beginnings, Capricorn. Told y'all we're ending on a high note. Yeah, feast of plenty, choices and their consequences. You know what this is telling me for you? October 20th could be a significant date, by the way. But this is telling me that first of all, a lot of you don't take your health seriously, okay? Honey, I have never in my life realized. Is that carrots? I think that's carrots. I could be totally wrong, but it looked like carrots to me on this card. But anywho, you don't take your health seriously, okay? But there's a change coming to that. Now, for others of you, the way to heal yourself is rest. Okay? I've been telling y'all that in so many different ways for months. But no, seriously, rest and saying no will heal a lot of shit for you. Okay? Not everyone around you needs to continue forward with you. You have Sky Bridge, possibility for union in reverse. You also have Caterpillar, opportunity. Also, there is a new beginning coming for you. Okay, between now and October. All right. However, yeah, the next 2 months, choices and their consequences are very much highlighted for you. Be mindful because it's connected to the new beginnings that are opening for you and that you're walking into. But with these opportunities that are due to your work, your reward, your output, okay? It's not meant to be shared with anyone, okay? And if anything, your children, yeah, let me fix that, okay? Because she has her babies with her. But if it ain't about you and yours, they need whoever else that has their hand out needs to do the work as well, okay? Because this is a representation of doing the fucking work. Truly. But definitely be mindful of how you're moving, what you're saying yes to and what you're saying no to over the next 2 months. And I just feel like you just really need to get comfortable with the word no. Yeah. What's happening in winter? Winter is very loud. I don't know. Winter, autumn and winter. Something going on. The courage to step into life. Somebody could be having a baby this winter or finding out that they're pregnant this winter. Hold on. One more. Truly, someone could. Someone's child could be a musician as well. Someone's child is very talented, or someone's child will be very talented. It's giving healing through stringed instruments type of vibe. And I feel like there's something about stringed instruments being healing on a cellular, how you say that? Cellular level. I said it right. Thank you, God. Okay, but yeah, anything else? Or healing yourself on a cellular level. Well, I don't know why I have to say it like that. Okay, but I'm trying not to get tongue twisted. But yeah, spirit of the river, movement towards adventure. whatever task you're diving into, you're going to come out brand new. Okay? And every song you know about them talking about being brand new, that's for you. Okay? At this time. Anything else? You have transmuting pain in reverse. Time to replenish in reverse. Yeah, you need some R&R, okay? You need more than R&R, okay? You need some rest, rejuvenation, relaxation, reciprocity. I can't think of the other R words at this time, but those are the main four, okay? Anything else? Yeah, and protecting the future. I love that, the dragon's sword. So your ancestors, it's like they have you know how the jails be having barbed wire fences? Okay, that's the protection that's about to go. Interesting, yeah. That's the protection that's about to go up around you, especially as you're getting closer to the time of stepping into these new beginnings. Okay, it's like if people try to get over the fence, honey, they're gonna need medical attention. Okay, respectfully, with this protecting the future, because as of right now, you need to take care of you. That is your main priority. And if you think you are taken care of right now, there's need to be honest with yourself. Okay? Okay. Capricorn. See? Find balance, dedicated effort. No, you're not doing it. Okay? Thank you. Just a messenger. Okay, I'm just a vessel. Capricorn. I hear you're exhausted and it shows. For some of you, you're malnourished and it shows. Too many, Spirit. Too many. One at a time, please. And thank you in advance. I'll compromise. Simply love, daydreams and decisions. Third eye chakra in reverse. Okay. Reach out. Where is this going? Listen, okay. Hold on, come on, y'all. There's some chaos somewhere, okay? Let me just affirm that. Observe in reverse. Wherever there's chaos, you have a tattoo. It's like matching tattoos. It could be someone's name, but it's an arm tattoo that's significant. Okay, okay. Moving on. I don't know which arm. It's either or, but that's how you define who I'm talking about. All right, what else? I don't like this. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, throat chakra detached. Some of you, I don't know if it's like, this is giving me the energy of like yelling to get something accomplished. Like I be yelling at the birds, but do I be accomplishing them stop not fighting? Fuck no, okay? But it's like doing something with the intent to accomplish something, but it's like what you're doing is creating a negative reaction. So throat chakra and detached is saying, instead of arguing, be silent. Okay, just do the opposite. It's kind of like, you know, the silent killer type of energy, you know. It's like you can say all the words, you know, to hit him where it hurts. But for some of you, it's just silence that's needed to get the outcome that you desire from someone. Okay? Okay. Now that's that. Now, the energy that I don't like outside of that is that, why do I keep saying that? What the hell? Anywho, with love abounds and release, feels like you're holding on to something that has root rot. When a plant has root rot, it can affect the growth of the planet, it can the plant. It can cause a plant to die if you don't take care of it once it's noticed, okay? And the reason why that's coming up is because awaiting results is here, but something's not moving or growing because the root is rot. Is rotted a word? Don't judge me. But yeah, there's root rot, okay? With release, you're still holding on to something, but with love abounds in reverse, it's more so giving holding on truly is pointless. But with lead in reverse, you are, it's like I'm getting, you're subjecting yourself to the experience, to the energy, to the person. And there's nothing more that needs to be seen. You just need to follow yourself. It's kind of like, you know, something not working out. There's root rot. And then having to ask for help or seek assistance from someone that you feel will be like, will judge you or be in the energy of like, I told you so, or just, you should have listened, you know? Like the Dream Girl song, you know? This would be like parent-child shit, having to move back home with your parents or just start over with release. But joy and stability is here. Oh, I got hella cold. So no matter what is changing, well, no, let me not say it that way. Whatever root rot is being uprooted, it's so that you can have true joy and stability. Again, peace and prosperity, rest and restoration. The R's are themes when it comes to healing. You could be saying 1, 2, 3, 4. It's here on the board. You're missing the 5. You're missing the change. But you definitely have 6, 7 here. So yeah, you're missing the change. And maybe that's what's, yeah, again, a change is coming so that you can do you. You can get into this true joy and stability. Okay, not temporary, long lasting. All right, and then find a way to implement a healthy routine into your everyday life. Okay, so you can make it do what it do, whether this is a monthly weekend adventure, whatever the case is. I don't know, but you about to know. Okay. Feeding the birds mushrooms. Why don't you eat mushrooms? They already got a natural high in the sky. They be flying and shit. They can elevate. They have high access to higher elevation. So why do you feed mushrooms? Curious, what does it do? Never heard of that before. What else do you have for Capricorn before we close? You have grasshopper, situations in the balance that require careful handling. Yeah, which is you. Some of you, it's like, I don't know, something is fragile, but it feels like with your health due to external stress. You have sun, happiness and well-being. That is the focus for you, okay? Short journey, this is in regards to right now, okay? But heavy energy on great happiness between the next 2 months. Because Sag season starts in November. The horse represents Sag energy. And then we have the harp here, the strings. Great happiness. Celebration, fun, enjoyment. I almost said enchantment. You have sunrise, the sun. Leo energy is heavy. Leo energy is heavy. Leo season is transformative for you. New creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. That represents the new beginning energy. You have a marriage will take place, either romantic or business. And look, October. Now, I see that date, October 20th again, that came out with the cards. Yeah, the moon changes in your life. Let me see what date that falls on. It's almost 10:20. Hold on. You probably will be ending this at 10:20 for real. My time. That's on a Monday. And Monday is moon day, changes in your life. So yes, pay attention to that date. Moon day, Monday, October 20th. Anything else? Interesting. Thank you for sharing. So you have jug, lighthearted, carefree time. The most difficult part of a situation is over. If you are experiencing any type of struggle right now, by the time we get to October, joy and stability. But temptation will test you. Again, the decisions and what you say yes and no to over the next 2 months are very important. That's about to be your title. Anything else? Okay. Final card for Capricorn, Aquarius through Cancer. Well, we're starting with Aquarius in the rising. And based on how I've been posting, you're not going to get the notification. So make sure you turn the bell on. I love these cards. All right. What's the last card for Capricorn for now? You have Unicorn, Purity, 45. I feel like that card... Let me see something. Somebody else had a Purity card. I don't remember who. But it's not the only Purity card. Okay, that's what I wanted to double check. So you have Unicorn, Purity. I do feel like you're about to experience something extremely unique. With Purity, again, this is iterating a new beginning, but you see this is 45. A change is needed for you to truly embrace this 4, joy and stability, and 45 breaks down to 9. So the time is now, and this could really be initiating in September. I'm very eager to see what your September reading will hold. But yeah, it does feel like a brand new beginning. Very different from any beginnings that you've had before. So as I mentioned earlier, enjoy the present. Okay? Yeah. All right, that's all. I love you. I'm gonna get some rest. I will see y'all in the rising. Bye.